Alright, we are live. Hello, everybody.
Also, probably do
Hello.
mic check right away just to be safe.
Mike seems to be doing fine. Levels are fine.
I'll do a mic check.
Okay.
Twitch is actually showing the thing. Everything should be good.
Also, I did
Wow,
find
that's
the video that I wanted. Like, that's what I'm imagining. Like, this is what I'm imagining. That's how they healed.
Pet dog. But yes, everybody, welcome to episode 28 of Open Hearts. Sorry we're a bit late. Song, our lovely sweet boy, forgot what day of the week it is. Which is the most relatable thing ever. But we were very scared for his well-being because we thought he died.
Worry.
We worry.
Worry. Worry.
Yes. But we are all here now, and is everybody ready for another fun session?
Are we doing mic checks?
Yes.
Yeah.
We be doing mic check.
Okay. Cause like I didn't want to interrupt arrows, so.
Okay.
Woo.
I think we just need Audrey and Song now.
Just say.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just gotta talk to the mic just to.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, it's customary. We always do mic checks because one time
Yeah.
I went a full hour without any audio coming from me. And
Song, mic check.
meow into the mic for us. Okay, good. Good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy.
We are all accounted for.
Alright.
Yay!
Alright, so does everybody remember where we left off last session? We're gonna get a
we-
refresher anyway.
We kidnapped
Yeah,
a
wait.
friend.
I started
Kidnapped
a
a friend? Question mark? I mean, more like Kalina did.
Mhm.
Yeah,
be
Kalina.
honest.
Scratch that.
It was more
Kalina
Kalina, to be
kidnapped a friend.
Yes,
Kidnappee becomes the kidnapper, I see.
Oh, how the turntables.
How the turntable.
But to recap, you went to go visit Elwyn, and everything seemed to be going well until you went to leave the temple. And that was when Vidya was approached by the temple guards and was seeming to be, well, you didn't think it was gonna end well. Kalina decided to sort of step in, trying to, diffuse the situation and sort of draw attention away from Vidya, but ultimately kind of making it worse. In the end, everybody had to run, hoping to escape the temple grounds where the jurisdiction of the guards would end and you would be able to escape into the city. Kalina, in a moment of desperation, used her mark given to her by Cain to transport her and Vidya to the Deep Realm, not realizing that Fen was holding on to Vidya and that she was holding Fen. Freya. The Fs. The F babies.
little gremlins.
The forest gremlins. F.
Mhm.
Forest. F for forest. After they got to the Deep Realm, Kalina started to feel pretty fatigued, realizing that maybe transporting 4 people all at once was beyond her capabilities, and she was now in a weakened state. Vidya, Fen, and Freya went back to the rest of the group, who are in the Cerberus estate. And Kalina has decided to rest and stay the night in the Deep Realm and to rejoin the group later. So I had said last session for everybody to take a long rest and level up. Audrey, I know you had left a little early. I did message you, but I don't know if you ended up
Yes,
doing
I saw that.
All right, cool. So now everybody is leveled up and well rested.
Yay.
Starting off with Kalina, you awake after having a very long sleep in the Deep Realm. It is much longer than you usually would have slept, as by now somebody would have woken you up to get going and do work. But
Yeah.
seeing that nobody was there to do that, you slept for honestly close to 12 hours.
Oh, that sounds amazing. This is out of character, by the way.
You wake up and you feel a little disoriented from having
Yeah.
slept so long, but ultimately you feel pretty well rested.
Yay. I'm better.
Yeah,
Woo!
you're feeling a little better. Yeah.
Yay.
When you get out of bed, your body feels, a little heavy. Kind of how you feel after the day after you've done a rigorous workout and all your
yeah.
muscles feel a little tense and sore.
Hmm. Yeah, makes sense. I'm guessing I'm still in, like, my regular clothes, because I just
Yes.
fucking passed out.
So,
Dear.
Kalina,
Uh.
now that you have woken up, you realize that by now it is probably morning in the upper mortal realm.
Yeah.
So you should be getting back, but you might want to tell somebody that you're leaving first.
Yeah, might wanna tell someone. Probably Kane. It's like, hey yo, I'm leaving. Don't think I got kidnapped. Again.
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 So we didn't do anything this time.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah, I think I'm gonna, like, go out of my room and try to find him. Then. Like, I got all my stuff with me, which is probably nothing. It was just, like, a bag.
Yes.
Because I had literally just... like, yeah, just, yeah.
So,
Off to find Kane!
where are you going to head towards first to try to look for him?
Probably, like, his, I don't know if it's, like, his room. But it's, like, the one where he has, like, the giant like, pillow pile, I think.
His pillow throne.
The pillow throne! Pillows.
Pillow throne.
This is out of character, but just having a giant throne of pillows or just a giant pile of pillows to just lay on whenever you want sounds amazing. Kane knows where it's at. This guy knows where it's at.
He likes to be
Self-care. Self-care.
So, you go down to the throne room, and when you arrive at the door, you go to try to push on it, and you realize that every other time you have come to this room, the door has either opened itself or somebody else has opened it for you. And when the door does not budge, you are kind of confused.
I think I'm gonna knock, maybe. Like a gentle knock. Because I don't want to be like that person, like, banging on the door. And I'm gonna sleep because of y'all. Y'all never gonna sleep because of me.
Alright, so you knock on the door gently. And You don't hear anything at first, but then the door begins to shift and it opens.
Oh, was Kate sleeping?
As you enter the room, you see that the room is pretty dim right now, as none of the main braziers are lit. And you see that on his big pile of pillows, he's kind of like curled up. He is in his serpent form, and his tail is sort of like wrapped around himself. He's kind of just a big cinnamon bun.
Oh, cinnamon bun.
And many of his other snakes that are not attached to his person are just kind of like piled around him. They're all it's like, you know, a big nest of snakes.
I'm imagining right now, and that just sounds so fucking adorable. Just giant cinnamon bun and smaller cinnamon buns. Yes.
He when you enter, he raises his head up from his arms that are like crossed. You know, he has his arms crossed, laying on his tail, and he lifts his head up. And he sort of looks at you like, huh? Deliriously.
Oh, like the meme. Like the meme.
Yes.
Where it's like the guy waking up and he's like, huh?
That one.
That one.
Yes, that one.
Oh no.
He looks at you and just kind of, huh? Clearly not quite awake yet.
Kalita sees this and she kind of feels a little bad because she didn't want to wake him up. She's like, and she'll say, "Oh, sorry, did I wake you?"
He just sort of yawns a little bit, and you see as a couple of his snakes also yawn at the same time.
Oh, like the hair snakes?
Yes.
Oh.
And he says, it's fine. What do you need?
Oh, well, I just wanted to inform you that I'm leaving. Going to rejoin the rest of the party. I just didn't want to leave anyone in the dark and think that I may have gone missing. Again.
He hums a little bit in response to that, and he says, I'm assuming you're feeling better now?
Yes, quite. Just a little sore, but I think that's to be expected.
He kind of nods, like half-heartedly. He's like eyes closed, nodding.
As I, Sight, no. Hearing, yes. Me too, buddy, me too.
And he says, well, that's good. I'm sure your group is worried about you, even though I'm sure the others mention you're resting. But
Yes.
he just sort of like lazily waves his hand at you, like,
Aw.
you can go now. I'm sleepy.
Yeah. She says, "All right, I'll take my leave. Hope to see you again soon."
He hums a little bit before just sort of letting his head flop down into his arms, and you see his hair sort of just flop
She
out.
kind of smiles and just kind of chuckles at this. Just, yeah. It's funny. Yeah, before she goes out and gently closes the door behind her. How the fuck did the door even open? She kind of like stops for a moment and just kind of wonders this in her head.
half awake, open the door. He's like,
Oh, okay.
open,
Open sesame.
open. Okay. Time to
But
go
yeah,
back
she
to
just-
the mortal realm.
Yeah, time to go back to the mortal realm. And she, I forgot how you do this, but I think she's just gonna imagine Tagok or something, because, like, she knows Tagok. And, yeah, she does, like, the wrist tap thing again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Does that work?
Oh, ow, ow.
Oh, you okay?
I'm having chest pains. Ooh.
Oh
Oh,
no.
that's not good.
Just give me a moment, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, it's okay. Do what you gotta do, honey. Also, Jade, I appreciate the vine you sent.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello. Look at all
Hello?
those chickens.
Look at all those chickens.
Oh, God. I think I'm... Okay, okay.
Okay.
Okay, you feel the world shifting around you briefly as you pass through the astral plane and like space itself,
Yeah. Neural.
and you are deposited. And when you regain your consciousness of like the area around you, you find that you are standing in a bedroom that you do not recognize at all. And you are standing next to a large bed.
Oh.
Though you immediately recognize that in the bed is Tagok, as you can see her hair ever so slightly glowing in the dark.
Hey.
Do I notice that Kalina has suddenly appeared in my room?
Yeah, just like boop.
Indeed,
Do I have
you
to
do.
roll a perception?
No. The moment that Kalina comes in, like, as she appears, you feel a wash of cold air sort of like drift over you. And it,
Oh, Tagok doesn't like that.
That would definitely wake me up.
yeah. As you feel it, you sort of grumble and like open your eyes, and you see the silhouette of somebody standing next to the bed. And since it is dark in the room, you can't make out what the person is.
Oh
At all.
Oh no.
You fool. You absolute fool. I noticed that there is a person who has suddenly mysteriously appeared in my room. Instinctively, I kind of like create a little bit of fire around my fist and get ready to punch them. Just instinctively, and then I'm like, oh.
Oh
Kalina,
shit, that's my
it's
boss.
you.
Raises fist, lights her face up. Oh, Kalina, shit.
Oh,
You.
okay.
Oh no.
I feel like this sort of thing has kind of happened on a number of occasions.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
The
I mean-
amount of times she's almost punched
Kalina-
Kalina. in the
Helena
face.
wasn't there, but she's heard about the time that Tagok was charged of arson when really she just had a bad dream
Yeah.
and set the room on fire.
Yeah. Kalina got fire-resistant sheets just in case. She's an accommodating
Okay.
employer.
Yes.
Accommodations for your bestie.
But yeah, Kalina sees this and she just raises up her hands and she said, "Tagok, it's me. It's me, Kalina.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that."
Ah, you're good. I'm always like that.
Yes,
You're all good now?
yes, little bit sore, but other than that, I'm doing pretty well. Where exactly are we, anyway?
The two apostles are fancy rich and are letting us stay here.
Oh! Ambrose and Vidia's place, alright.
Mm-hmm.
That makes more sense. Did all of you get out okay? From the temple?
For the most part. I don't think we're all good.
Kalina she lets out a sigh of relief and then just kind of sits on the bed. Like, kind of next to where Tagok is. I apologize for leaving you all back there. I was a bit impulsive, I suppose. Normally not like that, but I guess
Yeah.
I just saw no other option at that moment. It was,
You did what you needed to.
yes.
Spooky, but you're all good now.
Hmm. How's Vidia doing? Is he alright?
Shaken last I saw him. We all just kind of went to bed, and I'm not sure where he is right now. He's probably still asleep or something.
Hmm. Do you know what time it is here? I'm quite sure that I've been out for a while. I know that time passes differently in the Deep Realm than here.
It's late as far as I know.
Hmm. Maybe I should go out and maybe see if anyone else is awake.
It's up to you. I say you just traveled to go to bed.
I've already slept for quite a while.
Hmm.
I don't think I can go to sleep after this.
Okay.
And with that, Kalina gets up off the bed and she walks out of the room.
Alright.
It's morning, Tagok. When you walk out of
He
the
doesn't
room,
care. Sleep means night.
Sleep means night. Oh, mood.
Kalina, when you open the door, you are immediately greeted by a very bright room as it is being lit by the sun as it shines in through the windows. And Tagok, the room is
just the light.
filled with light. And
oh no!
it is very bright. And it's like, oh,
no,
God.
it literally is the meme.
Hello.
She's usually so good at waking up early. She's not used to this. I'm very tired after the last day. And she kind of sits back up and she's like, "What?
Sunlight? What's that doing here?"
What time is it?"
Kalina, you could guess from the sun, like the level of
Yeah.
sunlight, that it's probably about 11 in the morning.
Oh my god. Kalina, she looks over at Tagok and says, "It's about 11 a.m., give or take."
The Tigger just kind of sits there, her eyes widen a bit more.
Huh. It's like, I slept in, question mark?
I never
Yeah, she's an early riser typically. Just kind of goes, huh. You're rubbing off on me.
Kalina just laughs at this. I guess I am.
I'll get up now. And Tigak swings her legs out
Herlings.
and starts doing the thing.
Doing the thing.
Hey, Kalina, as you turn back to the open room, you see that there are a few people that are awake. It's pretty much the whole group.
Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting.
Except for Finn and Freya, who are there, but are both kind of curled up on the couch,
Oh.
dozing off. Other than that, the whole group seems to be kind of just chilling on the couches and chairs that are in this little living area.
Oh dear, this conversation's gonna be awkward.
Hey guys, how you doing?
I think she's actually just gonna like hesitate because like at first like she was just expecting like maybe one or two people to be up, but everyone's up.
Except Tagok for some reason.
Yeah.
Nobody was brave enough to go wake Tagok up.
I mean, which is very valid.
Yes, but normally she would have waken up like just normally.
Kalina wasn't there, so she slept
That's
in.
that's what I'm thinking. Kalina wasn't there.
Or there was no sunlight. So she's just like,
Yeah.
no sense of time, it's dark, I sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, Kalina, like,
just
she's,
a
like-
daylight sensor.
She's literally a daylight
She's
sensor.
just a solar panel.
She's like a bird. If you want to make her go to sleep, just put a towel over her enclosure.
Yours?
It's canon.
You're a
It's canon, though.
bird woman.
Anyway. But, Kalina, she's standing outside the bedroom door and sees everyone, and she just kinda freezes up as she sees them all. Just kinda staring like, like, not saying anything, but, like, internally, Like, deer in the headlights look, if you will. Does anyone take notice of her? That's the question.
The first person to acknowledge you is Clement, who is sitting pretty much like right
Oh, of course
across
he does.
from like where you're standing. Like he's facing you. He's sitting in a chair, and he's
Oh, of course, the dad.
he's drinking some tea. He puts down his cup and he says, "Oh, good morning, Kalina. When did you get in?"
Just now. Oh,
Oh,
Audrey!
goodness.
Oh,
Audrey!
Today isn't the day for me. I'm gonna go. Okay,
Oh,
no stars off.
she's having a
Okay.
rough day.
okay.
Bad work.
Starzov can still be asleep.
Stars off, sleepy boy.
But yeah, sorry, what was the last thing that Clement said?
He said, "When did you get in?"
Just now, actually. I woke up myself not too long ago. And she's kind of awkwardly silent after that, because she doesn't know what to say for once in her life.
Now that Clement has brought attention, everybody else takes notice that Kalina is there. Is anybody gonna say anything?
Ben, Colbart, you gonna acknowledge Kalina at all?
I can't.
Or is
Isn't
Colbart
Ben,
too
like-
mad?
Sleeping?
Oh yeah.
Couldn't be sleep.
Shit. Colbert is also, I guess, more or less silent because he also does not know what to say. He acknowledged that she's there.
Yeah, it's like the silent nod.
Yeah. If
Yeah, he's
anything.
kind of mad at her.
Sup?
Yeah.
Silent treatment.
Like arms crossed, leg over, like one leg over the other, lean back on the couch, head nod. Like the sup head nod.
More of, I feel like he would actually be on a table, trying to plan out some things, because I'm thinking how we're gonna tell how we're gonna go back to the city. Hubbard's think it's like writing stuff down. That's what I'm trying to say. He's just writing stuff down.
He's guys.
Haggard finally comes out of the room and down the hallway.
Seeing you emerge, Clement laughs a little bit and he says, "It's about time you finally woke up."
Ah, fuck off. There's no light coming through the windows. She gives no other explanation.
There's no light coming through the window.
Clement understands. You remember that when you were under Phosphus's army, a lot of the barracks did not have natural light, so it was pretty hard for you to wake up. Clement was the only person to suggest that you and other people who had this same waking up issue be in barracks that had windows.
Mm-hmm.
So that you could wake up on time like everybody else.
Sun sense.
Son.
Is there any like space for Kalina to sit down?
There is.
Am I sitting next to any?
There's a space that's like behind where Colbart is kind of sitting on the floor, sort of in front of the coffee table.
Yeah.
He's like writing with his notebook on the coffee table because it's like low to the ground, and then
Yeah.
the spot behind him is free. And Finn and Freya are on this particular couch.
I think Kalina's just gonna like awkwardly approach and then just ask, "May I sit?"
Sure.
And Kalina awkwardly sits down and she's kind of wringing her hands a little bit. She's nervous. once in her life she doesn't know what to say.
How are we gonna get back to the city?
Kalina, she, kinda snaps her head up, just like, huh? What? But then, clears her throat and just says, well, I don't know if Chatu would be, able to teleport us all at once again.
He just kind of shakes his head and says, that's probably not a good idea.
Yes. We possibly might be able to summon our horses, but I don't think that would be... Now that I think about it, that's way too far.
We can maybe message Berika.
Possibly.
Meet us halfway. Summon our horses, meet us halfway.
Possibly, yes, but... Kalina's just, like, slowly... Like, she's still kind of waking up. She's, like, slowly thinking the gears are turning. Chatu, when you all first met, I guess after I got, taken, no other words for it, there were, what were they called? Sorry, what were they called? This is out of character. Like, the dragon
worms.
things?
The worms.
Yeah, the worms, yeah.
The worms.
Yeah. Kalina says, do you know if we'd be able to ride any of those worms back to the city? Are they still available for travel?
He kind of makes a face like the
Probably not.
and he kind of like I don't know. There's a usually kind of off and on with availability, quite frankly.
Alright.
Clement then speaks up as he puts down his cup and he says, didn't Vidya, isn't he able to transport?
Yes, I think so, but at least
There's-
with the current situation, if you will, I don't know if him leaving this estate would be wise. At least not yet.
Well,
We don't want to endanger him.
Clement kind of almost rolls his eyes and then says, well, if he is able to do it, then who's to say that the other members of his family cannot?
I suppose that's true.
We could also
Could.
go talk to Ambrose and see if there's anything we can work out.
Yes, that would probably be our best option. Kalina doesn't really say anything after that. She's still nervous, okay?
We won't know until we talk to people about this.
Kalina doesn't say anything, she just nods. Again, Norvis. Norvis!
And help to give it a shot.
Clement just kind of slaps his legs and stands up and then says,
Midwest Dad!
Old man.
shut,
Midwest Dad!
shut your mouth. And he says, well, That's good.
Yep, well.
Shut up. Let's shut the fuck up.
It's perfect.
I'm gonna stab you. Shut up.
Just say the word cheese now.
Shut up. I can't like slap you on your arms in person. Shut up. Well, I guess we should go find the Duke then. And then everybody else, you know, like Chatu stands up, Sarzoth, who is like, you know, just following along. Sarzoth's here, but not here. Fen and Freya are still cat-piled on the couch, so you're gonna have to wake them up.
Let's head on out.
Please do things.
Kalina just nods and goes along.
Man, we're all just really.
Y'all are making
Really
my
into this
life
today,
difficult.
aren't
Today. Y'all are making my life difficult. Say something for fuck's sake.
Kalina! Hey, give it how she is right now, okay?
Right, because we're heading out to go talk to the the guy in charge, right?
Yeah. You're gonna go
Ambrose!
talk to Ambrose and see what's up.
You know what's up. You know it's us. Yeah.
And in my defense, you literally made my character like asleep, so.
Yeah, and then I was also like, y'all need to wake Fen and Freya up, and nobody did anything.
I'll
Y'all
go wake them
stayed
up.
silent.
And kind of does a rustle, you know, grabs him by the shoulder and moves.
He's like, come on.
Come on.
Wake up.
Yeah. Then just kind of gets up. Groans.
What about Freya?
Freya does the little squinty blink. You know, like when a dog is tired and they're just like,
Oh, baby.
and then they kind of just like stretch their little feet out and then stand up. And as you all are getting ready to leave the room, there is a knock at the door, like the front door of
Oh.
the suite.
Dun dun dun.
Who's it gonna be?
Y'all choose to say anything or, you know, open the door?
Kalina, she, lifts her head up at this and she says, Are we expecting anyone? Could possibly be Ambrose.
I'll get it.
Oh, okay.
I walk on over. Still kind of tired.
Everybody's
Open up the
fucking
door
sleepy.
with just a very non-formal hello.
When you open the door, you see Ambrose, Amadeus, and Vidya all standing there at the door.
Hey!
Uh,
It's them!
Tagok, you notice that particularly on Vidya, the gems that are usually green on him are the same color of light purple that
Hey,
Ambrose
yo.
and Amadeus wear. The family gems.
Nice.
And you see that Amadeus is holding a long bundle in his arms. Like something that has been wrapped in cloth that he's holding. Ambrose
Interesting.
smiles
Noted.
and says, "May we come in?"
Mm-hmm. She kind of nods, just Pulls the door open more.
They all step inside, and Ambrose says, "Good morning, everybody. I hope that you all slept well."
Yeah, we did. Thank you.
He sort of
Kalina stands there awkwardly.
Ambrose
I was like, hey, I'm here now too.
Ambrose kind of like just makes a gesture towards Amadeus to like step forward, and he does, and he says, "I actually have a gift for all of you."
Oh?
He smiles and he says, "Yes, the head of the family probably has some more for you when you go and meet her, but I have one that I wanted to
Grandma girl boss?
give. Grandma girl boss.
Grandma girl boss.
Grandma girl boss.
Grandma.
Amadeus then unwraps the bundle in his arms, and it is a blade.
Whoa.
Ooh.
It looks to be a long thrusting sword. The sides are not particularly sharp looking, but the
Okay.
tip is very pointed. The blade itself,
Like a rapier?
kind of, it is just a thrusting sword.
Hmm.
Rapier is its own specific type. It's just classed as a thrusting sword.
Rapier is more sharp on the edge and is capable of bending.
Okay.
The blade is a pale silver, and the hilt is a ornately carved brass and gold. It's inlaid with small gemstones that look to be emerald or peridot. And the pommel of it, like the butt end, is actually another blade. That is
What?
a helix. It's pretty similar to Vidya's twin blade.
Oh.
Interesting.
If Audrey was here, I'd be able to just say, "This is the Godskin Stitcher." This is that thing I was bitching about earlier, Foxy, where I was like,
Interesting.
why does the description say that it's this color? That color is green. This sword is not green.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, that one.
Ah.
But he presents it to you, and Ambrose then begins talking, and he says, "I have never had any use for this blade myself. As you can see, it is rather large, and I'm a bit frail, so I've never been able to wield it. I thought that it might be in better hands with you."
Kalina's just looking at it because she's more nerding out internally on the craftsmanship.
Interesting concept to have another sword on the pommel, because that's usually not something you would want to do, because that therefore has a threat to the user.
It's very interesting because there is a specific attack that the enemy that wields that weapon uses where he, like, basically slams you with it, like the pommel. He does a pommel slam,
Yeah.
but with the blade.
Yeah, it's a pommel hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but normally you would do that with. Normally you would do that with a spiked pommel,
Yeah.
not one that's a lot more pointed like that. That's interesting.
Welcome to Elden Ring.
Welcome to Elden Ring. Shit doesn't make
Welcome
sense.
to Elden Ring.
Now this is just me being a historical weapon nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sword is gigantic, let me tell you. Sword big. It's not quite as big as the flamberge that Tagok wields, but it's a pretty long weapon. From
So
the...
visibly, I could not use it.
No, you could not. It's tall.
Neither.
No.
It is.
Neither.
It is
Sven,
almost as tall as you
nor
are
me.
and heavy. It is a
Oh,
heavy
Neither Sven
thrusting
nor
sword.
Actually, just me in person.
Yeah. It is a heavy thrusting sword that is, like, pretty much 4 feet in length.
Oh.
So is anybody gonna take the fucking sword?
Kalina, she's just looking at it with wide eyes. Cause like part of her really wants to take it, but she also has noodle arms. Though when I
I
did
would take
level
it.
up, I did upgrade my strength, so it's now -2 instead of -3.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
She got
She's-
stronger.
Nice.
she's
I would take
rising
it,
up.
but apparently I can't use it. Because I'd be small.
Yeah.
What's the weight of it?
Probably a heavy weapon.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I didn't create a profile for this.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
dude.
think I'd be able to wield it. One, I have a lot of weapons. Two, my character can't handle heavy weapons.
Hold on.
It's
can I
simple
handle
and martial.
heavy weapons? I would love a sword that is as big as I am. Hold on.
Yeah. I
Trying to
don't.
see if this is actually feasible.
So, like, weight-wise, it's heavy for a thrusting sword, but compared to other weapons, it is not as heavy.
Okay.
Okay. I would want to take it, but I have so many fucking weapons that I shouldn't take it.
Yeah. I will say that
I
it
have
is
3 swords. I have 3 different swords and 2 axes that I have with me
So-
at all times.
Tigak,
I think Kalina might
I
Like,
can't.
like approach and just ask, may I hold it?
Ambrose just nods happily, and Amadeus sort of, like, pushes it towards you, like,
Yeah, I was like,
"Here,
Here.
hold it."
All right.
I can't actually. Fen can't actually use swords.
Oh, word.
Fen can use a scimitar. That is the only sword I can use.
Oh, no.
Welcome to
Um,
Druids.
Yep,
Can't
I
use
get
shit.
club, dagger, dart, javelin, mace, quarterstaff, scimitar, sickle, sling, or spear.
So like light weapons, basically.
Yes. I can't use the sword apparently. And I'm
Yeah.
bummed now.
All right. So do I have to make a roll for this to see if I can lift it? I mean, Kalina just more wants to inspect it, cause haha nerd.
Sure. Go ahead and roll if
Strength
you'd
check?
like. Yeah.
All right. Okay, hold on. I'm opening my dice. Okay, strength check. Oh, that's actually not that bad. Okay, so 16 base and then -2. That's a 14.
Nice.
That's still not bad.
That's a good roll.
Yeah. I did a good strength roll. Are you proud of me?
Yeah! Even with your negative strength.
Yay!
Wow.
Yay! So yeah, I inspect sword and hold sword. Do I notice anything special about sword?
In general, you just notice that it is a very detailed sword. There is a lot of detailed carving on the hilt and like handle of the sword, and even some on the blade that is closest to the hilt. you notice that despite its large size, it feels fairly light in your hands, considering
Huh.
how large it is.
Okay.
And the heaviest part, you would say, is probably, like, right at the hilt where it connects to the blade.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very interesting. But yeah, Kalina is just like nerding out, essentially. She's just holding it, just like, oh my god, I'm holding a cool sword. And just like inspecting every single detail, because what is she, everyone?
A nerd.
A nerd.
A nerd! And she said, she says, the craftsmanship on this is stunning. How long have you had this?
Ambrose kind of rubs the back of his neck and he says, well, it's been in the family for generations, but unfortunately it's mostly just been collecting dust.
I see. Well, I promise you that we'll take good care of it. It's a beautiful blade.
He smiles and says, I hope that you'll get more use out of it than I ever could. And then he sort of claps his hands together and he says, well, other than that, my grandmother, she would like to meet with you today.
Kalina just blinks for a moment, but then nods. All right. Her
Set
brain
on
is still
out.
kind of focused on Cool Sword. Because she can hold Cool Sword now. And I'm gonna add that to my inventory. But we can do that later.
Yes. Amadeus kind of like, as Ambrose is talking, like hands you the sheath for the sword for you to like fasten it to your belt and everything. And he's like,
Yeah.
he just hands it to you. He's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and Ambrose continues talking and he says, while there's no need to be nervous about it, do still be respectful. Despite her age, she is still an extremely powerful astral witch.
Noted.
Kalina just nods and says, understood, of course. Wouldn't want to disrespect her, no matter who she is.
He just nods and says, right then, let's get going. I think she's finishing up some paperwork right now, so by the time we make it over to her office, she'll be ready.
Girl boss, girl boss, girl boss, girl boss. Girl boss.
Girl boss.
We love epic old people.
Epic old bitch. Love her.
Epic old people.
Epic old people are just
What?
good times.
Stunning, is what I said. Stunning. After that, Ambrose leads you through the estate, and you get to see a lot of the layout of it. You pass by a large dining room, a ballroom. You pass by some large windows that on the other side you can see a large garden.
Garden.
And eventually you make your way to a pair of doors. and Ambrose and Vidya turn to you, and Vidya asks, "Are you ready?"
I believe so.
Right then. And then Amadeus opens up the doors to the office. The room is very large. There are bookshelves that line most of the walls, and there are quite a lot of chairs that are in the room. There's a large wooden desk and chair. And in this large chair, you see an older looking woman. She is fairly thin, and compared to Ambrose's parents, who you had met, except for you, Kalina, she looks very modest. She wears a very simple cream-colored silk gown and very minimal gold jewelry. She has a pair of golden reading glasses that are sitting on her nose as she
Emma.
is currently going through a stack of parchment and signing them and then stamping them with the family crest.
Grandmother.
She takes notice of you and she looks up. She says, "Oh, I'm so sorry to keep you waiting. I do have a little bit more work to do. I just got to finish up these papers. Please, take a seat," she says as she gestures to the very nicely upholstered chairs that are sitting in front of the desk.
Thank you, ma'am. Kalina says as she does a little light bow before taking a seat.
Once you're seated, do you just want to wait, or do you want to look around the room a little bit?
I think I might look around the room a little bit as I'm waiting, just
Yeah.
glancing around.
Yeah.
Look at all the cool things.
Cool things.
So, among the things that y'all as a group see, you see a few different paintings that are on the wall to your right. They seem to be all of women of varying ages. Some of them are wearing tiaras and are posed like royalty. But
Super fun.
there is one painting that kind of stands out to you as it is very large, and it kind of looks like a painting that was made not as a symbol of status, but for a loved one. Just in the way that it is painted, and
Yeah.
compared to the others, which have a more regal, serious air about them, this one feels very romantic, almost, in its
Aww.
colors and composition. The young woman pictured in it is smiling at supposedly the person who painted it.
Very lovely. Does it look like a younger version of your grandmama?
You can see that there is a resemblance, but you do notice that the woman pictured has different colored eyes.
Okay. Interesting, interesting.
Heterochromia.
For like different colored eyes compared to the grandma, or
Compared to
just
the grandma.
each-
Like,
Okay.
grandma has.
Oh,
I
wait.
will. I be pull up picture of her in second.
Pull up picture.
okay. So does the painting have different colored eyes, or different colored eyes in relation to the grandma?
In relation to the grandma. The
Okay.
grandmother has the violet
Oh, she
colored
looks
eyes.
nice.
Would you
And
be able to post it on Discord?
yes, I will.
She looks very nice.
Don't
Very
Twitch up,
nice.
'cause I can't get Twitch
I
up.
feel like she would be fun to talk about world domination with over tea.
Oh, definitely.
She would definitely be the person to make poisoned cookies.
That is a grandma.
That's who she would be, and I respect that.
Yeah.
Respect.
Respect your elders, otherwise they'll poison your cookies.
Don't respect all the elders, but respect this one.
Respect this one.
Respect this one.
Yeah, respect this one, otherwise she'll poison your cookies.
Another thing that you notice while you're looking around the room, underneath the paintings is a small pedestal with the tiara that is pictured in some of the paintings on it. It is in a glass
Oh.
case.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Fancy schmancy. Very cool. Long line of royalty, probably.
Mm-hmm.
After a little bit, the woman takes her glasses off and sets them down, and she, sits up a little straighter from, doing her paperwork, and she says,
Cracked her back a little bit as she sits up straight.
and she says, "Again, I'm so sorry about that, White. But
No, you're quite alright.
I'm sure that you've already had a pretty warm welcome, but I'd like to formally welcome you to the estate and introduce myself as well. I am Princess Venus of House Severus. I know you have already met my grandson and my son and daughter-in-law.
Does Kalina recognize the name? Does she know enough about politics?
The name Cerberus has always in your mind, like from the minute Vidya had mentioned it, you're like, why do I recognize that?
Why do I recognize it?
But now, hearing Princess Venus, you remember that the Service lineage was granted status by Eloin many generations ago.
Oh.
And
Being a princess.
and you also remember hearing a rumor that Queen Miranda was a descendant of this line that she was outcast from the family for something, and she went on to create her own kingdom.
Oh.
Huh.
But you do not know if that you never knew if that had any merit. It had only been a rumor.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Write that down, write that down.
Write that down, write that down, write that down! But yeah, Kalina, she, nods her head and, bows her head a little bit. Also, I saw if there's any, background music. I think, My nieces and nephew have just arrived,
Oh,
so
the children's.
yeah, the children's.
The children.
Children's.
The children.
I have my live sign on, so hopefully they don't come in.
They're kids. They might.
They're
might still.
kids.
It's fine.
They
it's
can't
But
read.
they're
It's
honestly
fine.
pretty respectful. They
They
really
can't read.
It's fine. Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, like Kalina, like she, like bows her head a little bit as she introduces herself. Yeah, as fuck, what's the name again? Venus.
Venus.
Princess Venus. Yes. Like as she introduces herself and just says, "It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you, my lady."
She smiles and nods. Says, "My brain just blanked, so nothing will be said."
No,
I
it's
guess."
okay. It's okay. It happens.
We've all been there, bud.
She says.
We've had thoughts that have just disappeared.
She says, "I would like to thank all of you for your heroism yesterday in defending my grandson." As she sort of like nods over to Vidya, who is like standing behind with Ambrose and Amadeus. And she says, "And the reason I also have you here, my grandsons, is because I have found out the reason that Vidya was attacked." She sort of like, like wrings her hands and everything, she's just messing with her hands.
Yeah.
She says, "It seems that Elowin had seen how caring your group had been to him, and she became jealous. So she decided she wanted to test just how much that you all cared."
Oh.
Well then.
Venus
Kalina,
sighs.
Kalina, she just kind of shrinks in on herself.
We fucking kidnapped him. Or Kalina fucking kidnapped him.
Yeah.
Ben was going to, Kalina wasn't.
One or the other.
Tagar
Venus
ki-
sort of
Tagar kind of finds this amusing.
Venus sighs a little bit and like rubs the side of her face and says, "Elowin has always desperately craved a connection and affection from anyone. And any amount of that is not directed at her throws her into little fits, I must say."
Kalina is just. Like she used, like she was. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Basically, Elwyn saw through like the eyes that y'all care about him, and she's like, "Why not me? Fuck you!" And then she got
Ellen,
mad.
please go to therapy.
This bitch has never heard of therapy.
Can one of us recommend a good therapist to her?
I think
I
all
can't.
of the siblings need therapy.
Yeah,
All
all
of-
of them need
all of
therapy.
the
All of them.
All of the siblings need therapy.
Siblings.
The
Siblings.
Sibling.
All of the siblings need therapy.
I love that. But yeah, Kalina, she did have her head kind of held high before, but now it's just kind of hung down and kind of embarrassment. Because, like, she's basically the one that, like, kind of instigated it. She let her emotions get the better of her.
Venus seems to kind of catch on to this.
Yeah,
it's like, "This is my
fault."
And she says, "Now, there's no need to feel any kind of shame or embarrassment from what has happened, as it is, of course, not your fault. Elowen is a very fickle woman with her emotions. And, well, she has a very interesting relationship with our family," she says, as she kind of like, you know, does the like rolls eyes to like look away thing.
Yeah, yeah, Killian has had like she does lift up her head a little bit, just like after Venus said it's not your fault. And she's now actually making eye contact. And she asks, "What do you mean, interesting?"
She kind of like takes a breath and she says, "Well, I guess I must preface it by explaining a little bit of the past.
Lore time.
Lore time.
Lore time.
Lore time.
In the past, Elowen used to have many lovers that came and
I see
went.
where this is going.
She also manipulated herself into believing that they were unfaithful, and then pushed them away.
Oh, honey.
She then turns and looks at the oil painting on the wall, the one of the young woman smiling, and she says, "That there is my great aunt. And she was one of Elowen's lovers."
Oh, fuck yeah, that's a lesbian. The great
The
aunt
le-
that never married, never had kids.
The great aunt that
Yep.
never married, never had kids. Is a beautiful oil painting of her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is a lesbian.
that is a lesbian.
That is a lesbian.
And
It all makes sense now.
Venus looks at still looking at the painting. She says, "Elowen herself made that painting, but she made my aunt take it after she drove her away.
Oh.
And well, Elowen has not painted once since then." She says as she kind of just looks sadly at the painting,
Oh.
and she says, "I heard she used to love painting back
Aw.
then, but I truly believe that my great aunt was Elowen's soulmate, but
Aww.
her own self-doubt made her believe that it was only a trick to gain power and status."
Now I'm fucking sad.
So, even though Elowen had a, and she puts like does air quotes, affair with someone from her own family,
They were fucking.
What?
she still holds us in a very high regard, and I do believe that she still cares for the family quite a lot. but she's a very broken individual, so how she tends to show that care is often not healthy. She says as she... You see that she kind of makes a quick glance to Vidya.
Oh.
Mm.
She's like, I know that Elwyn, like, cares about you, but she's also being abusive.
Kalina just nods at this and says, I see. When we were speaking with her, I did go in assuming that she would be a bit, colder, but I did notice that at times she was almost genuine in her words, it felt like. I'm not exactly sure, everything just happened so fast.
Venus nods and she says, she wants love and she wants people to love her. I will put it simply. So, any new people that come to her, she will try her best to make them love her.
Or inform them their lab experiments, apparently.
She's not good at
Yeah.
it. She's trying, but she's not good at it.
She's trying. She's trying her best.
Venus then clears her throat and says, I will be having a little chat with Elwyn later today to sort things out. So, all of you need not worry about anyone getting in your way, including you, Vidya. And Vidya just nods.
Yes, I guess, Grandma.
Yes, Graham.
Yes, Grandma.
Yes, Graham.
Yes, Nana.
Yeah. Nana Venus.
Nana Venus.
Yeah, Nana. Yeah, Kalina, she just nods at this and says, all right. She doesn't really know what else to say. She wants to tell her to be careful, but she has a safe assumption that Elwyn won't hurt Venus.
This old lady has no fear.
Yeah, this old lady has
No.
no fear.
She'll go up and tell Elwyn to her face that she's being a bitch. She don't care.
She will
Yeah.
deck someone.
Yeah, this old lady will fucking deck someone, and I love that for her.
She's over 100 years old. She don't care.
She don't fucking care.
She then, gestures Ambrose to come forward, and, he then just, stands next to the desk, and, she says to him, very formally, Ambrose, I would like to, have you inform the rest of the family that we will be stepping down from our positions next to Elwyn. Hopefully, one day, we might return to serving her once she has reformed herself.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh shit, this is getting real.
She then says, even in my lifetime, Elwyn has changed very drastically. She's become bitter and hardly resembles the kind woman that she once was. And for that reason, we will no longer be serving under her. And Ambrose just nods.
The girls are fighting.
Kalini's just hearing this, and she kind of like slowly places a hand over her, like one hand over her chest, and then the other like kind of like over her mouth, but like not touching.
Gasp.
Well, I'm just gonna hold on a video camera. Yeah, it's like like that.
Gasp.
Yeah, it's like
Gasp, TM.
Grandma going crazy.
Grandma going crazy today.
Oh shit.
Ambrose, then, just says, of course, and then he bows, and then, he goes with, Amadeus to go inform the rest of the family.
It's like, hey yo,
Hey, guys.
We're rolling out.
We're
rolling
outta
out,
here.
bitches.
We're out of here, bro.
We ain't talking with her anymore. We're blocking her.
Venus then sort of redirects her attention back to you, smiling, and she says, now, a gift to show my appreciation for what you've done. And she sort of like shifts her chair and reaches down underneath the desk and pulls something out, and she kind of like cradles it up next to herself, like next to her chest, as you see it
Yeah.
arise from the desk, and you see that it is a baby jeweled Komodo dragon.
It's mine.
Oh,
You can't
What?
have
oh, you
anything.
got all the animals.
I'm playing another animal.
No.
I'm kidding, but
Then once.
Kalina just sees this and she just gasps. It's like,
The
like hand fully over the mouth now.
the baby dragon is about the size of a loaf of bread.
Oh, it's a
Yes.
loaf of bread.
Baby.
It's a loaf of bread.
Little loaf.
can I
Baby.
grab it?
Fen, whoosh, I have plin. Just wait for the good vibes.
Baby.
She says, this is the just hatched clutch of prized dragons. They
Oh,
only breed every 10 years, and having a full clutch hatch is also very rare.
yes.
And then she, with one hand holding the little baby as it kind of just lays on her arm, she pulls out a book, and she says, I also have this instructional care book for you about them.
Yes.
And she like slides it across the desk. And then she gently places the baby on the desk. It kind of stands there for a moment, like looking at like the group, flicking its tongue
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
and then it kind of like lowers its head and starts walking. It like patrols in front of the desk, checking out each one of you. And
I
then
think
it,
Kalina's gonna like kind of kneel down a little bit. You know, like get closer to its level.
it flicks its tongue out at you and tilts its head.
Hello. And she kind of holds out a hand to let it like sniff.
It stretches its neck out and flicks its tongue across your hand before deciding that it's no longer that interested in you and sort of like just scampering along.
Oh.
Baby.
Kalina is just like hand over the chest, just happy.
Mm.
Happy.
it stands over in front of Tagok, and it like just stands just looking at you.
Oh my god, it's because she's warm.
And tilts its head.
She's warm.
It tilts its head.
It's because her heat signature would be much higher than everybody else's.
Toasted. Lizard like warm. Lizard like warm rock to lay on. It like slowly starts walking towards the edge of the desk and like stretches its like neck out, like trying to get closer to you.
Pick up the baby.
Pick up
the
kinda-
baby.
Her head kind of tilts back a bit, just kind of looking up back and forth between everyone else, like, what they doing? What doing?
You hear Venus laugh, and she says, "It seems she likes your warmth, darling." The baby dragon.
puts both hands over her mouth because she's just so happy.
The baby dragon responds by like tilting its head to the other side and flicking her tongue out at you.
I'm a squat.
Slop
Get on
squat.
the things. Squat, like, but like still kind of weirdly formal with it.
Yeah.
So, hi.
It stretches its neck out towards you and sort of, and then it rubs the side of its face against your cheek. You know how lizards do? They do the thing.
Yes.
Yes. If this was a cartoon, Tighuck would get the sparkle eyes.
Yeah.
Animal touch her.
Willingly.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
I would like to pick up the lizard.
Yay.
It'll probably let you do whatever you want because you're fucking warm. So it's like I'm happy now.
You you like put your hands at the edge of the desk for it to sort of crawl onto you, and it sort of like sticks its head down and like bumps against your hands, and then sort of like just crawls up one of your arms and then like perches like on your upper arm and shoulder.
Yes.
And you can feel its tongue kind of like on your cheek and ear.
Baby.
Tighuck does
Trying
a.
so hard not to squeal.
She does a. She does do a slight smile. Just kind of nods and is like, "Yep, this accepted.
Accepted. You are now friend.
You are now friend."
Kalina just smiles so widely at Tagok and says, "She likes you. Oh, she is gorgeous."
I like it.
I think she wants to be with you.
I'm not complaining.
Venus nods and says, "It makes sense. They are desert-dwelling reptiles, so they do enjoy warmth."
I have lizard friend.
You have lizard friend now. Love a pet.
On
Yes.
lizard.
Don't talk to me or my lizard.
Don't
Oh, I
talk to
just
me or
imagined
my gold
something.
lizard ever again.
I just imagined something so funny.
Mhm.
You know, like the front,
I've only
like
had
baby
this lizard for a
harnesses?
day, but if anything happened to it, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself.
Yeah, like, you know, like the baby harnesses that you wear on, like, the chest?
Yes.
Dagok wears that and the lizard is in there.
Yes.
Oh god. It's the hall monitor.
It's like we
Would you
take
like
it
to see-
everywhere.
would you like
'Cause,
to
like,
see
you need
my
to socialize
child?
it properly.
Would you like to see my child?
Turns
Oh my
around.
gosh, how old are they? They're a lizard.
They're a lizard. I don't know how old they're.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, baby.
This lizard is only less than a week old.
Oh,
Oh,
and it's literally the size of a loaf of bread.
loaf of bread.
A loaf of bread.
And not like a big loaf of bread either.
Like a small loaf of bread.
like a small loaf of sourdough bread you get at the bakery.
I'm imagining, like, kind of like the size of a bearded dragon.
Yes.
More
At
like,
least in length.
Lizard.
more like a chonky skink.
Oh. Gotcha. Just
Lizard.
baby. Where's, like, the book that, Venus?
It is on the desk.
Because Kalina's gonna open it up. You, like, pick it up and, open it up, because that's her thing. Books are her thing.
Here's a good reference size for size of baby Komodo.
Hold on, wait, hold on.
That's an actual baby Komodo dragon.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yes!
Yes. Does this mean I have to put a pet in my inventory?
I think you do.
Yes.
That's funny.
His baby.
Inventory. Baby gold lizard.
His baby.
Baby.
This baby can get pretty big if you feed it gold and gems.
I don't have any.
Yeah. If you just
That's
let
what
it,
Kalina's for.
if you just let it eat gold.
Let it
and
into the
gems.
bank.
Yeah. You might want to read up on that though. I don't know if
Yeah,
processed
probably
gold
read
is
up
good
on that.
for it.
But
Yeah. We'll take a look at it.
yeah,
Add
Kalina will
custom
do
item.
tremendous
baby
amounts of
lizard.
research. Because even though it's not her, she loves it as if it were her own.
That's my grandbaby, she says.
It's like,
Agog's not a motherly person, so the lizard's the closest thing we've got.
Unless it's the closest thing we've got, yeah.
This is the only kids you're getting, Ma and Dad. Congratulations. It's the lizard.
Goes to Haros, just like, you got a grandchild. What? Holds up lizard.
Father, are you proud of me?
Father, are you proud of me?
He just
I'm
smiles.
extending our lineage.
Smiles. I'm very proud of you, Tagok.
I'm very proud of you.
But like it's very formal. Father, are you proud
I'm
of me?
very proud of you, my child.
Thank
Now let
you,
me
Father.
hold.
The lizard is immediately like bigger warm person. Ooh,
Bigger warm
Bigger.
person.
With big boob.
I can climb on the booba.
Oh god, that would hurt.
They do have nasty little claws. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Terrible
Like,
little claws.
having a cat claw, like, up your tits is not fun. Unfortunately, I can attest from personal experience on this one.
Same.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Anyway.
Yes. Venus.
Yeah, Kalina had opened the book, but
yeah.
continue.
Yeah. You were looking at the book. On the first page, there's like a warning. Like the first main page, there's a warning that says, "It is not suggested to feed your jeweled kimono gold coins, as the oils from humans constantly handling the coins are not good for the reptiles."
No, you're
Aw.
gonna get a tummy ache.
Yeah, it's like, you know, all that.
Like feeding a child too much candy.
Yeah, it's like all those oils from your hands that
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
get on the gold. It's not good for the lizard. Not good for
I
the
mean, if
lizard.
he
wash
melted
your
said
gold
cold
before
down,
you
Yeah,
it'd be
m-
fine.
Yes, it would be good if melted down, but then you could also get arrested for tampering with the coins.
So, is that
Yeah.
Just to feed my child. How
I
dare
well, I
you?
was
Eating
like,
my baby.
we literally have someone who could probably melt him down in her hand.
Yeah,
And I
true.
was like, I don't- oh,
you
is-
can't
are you-
catch me.
are you not allowed to tamper with coins in this world? I was not aware of this law.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
you're not.
Also, Fen does
just
not
in
know
general.
laws. Fen does not know, nor does he understand/care about laws.
I
Fen
mean,
is just like, it's suggestion.
Baraka
gold
wouldn't give a
only
shit,
melts
but
at,
if
like,
you did it
1100 degrees, I think.
Yeah.
1100 Kelvin, I think.
Baraka
Well, no,
doesn't
gold is
give a
pretty
shit,
malleable.
but if you did it in somewhere that has like stricter laws, you might get fucking arrested. But Baraka wouldn't
Yeah.
care.
It's the
It's
feeble.
like as long as you
lizard.
don't set anything on fire.
Or run the bank dry.
Yeah, or run
Yeah.
the bank dry.
Don't
Use your
ruin
own
my
coins,
economy.
please.
Don't ruin my economy, bitch.
Yeah, so
Understandable, ma'am.
pure gold melts at around a little over 1300 Kelvin. So that's about
What's that in Fahrenheit?
about 2000. About 2000 degrees.
How hot does takeoff get?
Probably not 2000 degrees.
Yeah.
I think we'd all be dead.
She'd have to be pretty fucking mad.
She'd have to be really mad.
I don't think I don't know if there would be a time in which she would be mad enough to reach 2000 degrees.
I mean,
That
at the
would-
very
that-
least,
That
you
would
might
probably
be able
be
to.
to the point where the fire is invisible.
Take away
Yeah.
the lizard? That'll probably make you mad. Take away
I
the
mean, like
lizard.
maybe
to
Takeoff
get
would
you
get
mad
mad enough to where we could bake cookies on her back.
Yeah.
Take away the lizard to get you mad enough to melt
Yeah,
the
it's like
gold
400
and then feed
degrees.
said lizard.
I'm just okay. The cookie thing. I'm just imagining Tagok like without a shirt on, but like sports bra thing, baking
Yeah.
cookies on her abs.
Oh fuck yeah!
I am a stove.
But like, she would have to be kind of mad, so she would just be standing there just
Seething.
fuming. Well, cookies
Yes.
are just baked.
Seething and making cookie stress baking.
Stress baking.
Stress baking.
I have to draw
Oh.
Tagok with
Kalina-
cookies being baked on her abs now. I think.
Yes. What?
I
But
think
yeah,
that's a
I like Kalina probably told her just like it's like like I know you get angry a lot, but there's healthier ways to let it out. And Tagok is just following orders. Stress baking.
She angrily mixes up the dough and then just slaps it on her abs and sits there angrily. And then when it's
Yeah, just
done,
laying there angrily.
when it's done, she just picks it up and stuffs it in her mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is beautiful.
All of the lesbians are quaking.
Me too.
Is this what you wanted, Kalina?
Is this
I
what you
am
wanted, you
not
quaking
quaking,
lesbians?
but that's for a different reason.
Kalina's just like, well, I'm happy that you're managing your anger in healthier ways. I'm proud of you.
Leg so hot, hot leg. Leg so hot you can fry an
Oh
egg.
wait, I found it. I found it.
Found it?
I got
I
it.
I hate this fucking clip.
Oh my god.
Okay, for context, chat, just
Toad.
it's a meme.
Is that
It's
Toad
a-
the Roki?
Oh yeah.
Is that
I got
It's-
over my.
that's-
that Toad the Roki
Todoroki
boy?
from My Hero Academia.
There's
He's like,
there's
I got over
this-
my dad trauma for this.
Denki and Mina,
Yep.
and they're roasting
He's
marshmallows.
like, I got over my dad trauma for this.
Mm. My
Anyway.
favorite thing is to pronounce his name Toad the Roki. just to piss people off.
Toad the Roki.
Because then I sound like a real old guy who's like trying to be hip with the kids and understand anime. Is that Toad the Roki boy? Yeah.
Anyway.
After, you all are cooing and cawing over baby dragon. Venus, says, now, I know you all must be wondering how you will be able to get back to where you came from initially.
Yes, ma'am, quite. We were actually discussing it for a bit, earlier.
Well, I might be able to help you with that.
Kalina perks up at this.
As you
And
know,
what would that be?
As you know, I am an astral witch. So, I can use my powers to transport you back to where you came from.
Oh, back to... Sorry, this is like me thinking out loud. Like back to the, Haros's city, probably?
Yeah.
Because that's where the ship is. Yeah. Disappear back out of nowhere. It's like, okay, we were gone. We're back. Hi.
Yeah.
Oh no, the baby would get chilly.
Yeah. Have to stuff.
Not with me around.
Gotta have him hide underneath Takok's hair.
Oh my gosh, like King from the Owl House with Ida.
As
Yes. Get your own scalp.
Yeah, get your own scalp.
Get your own scalp.
as Venus is, saying this, it occurs to all of you that you've heard the term astral magic and astral witch thrown about a bit, but you don't really know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I'm saying is you can ask her about it.
Kalina, she says, astro magic. Mind explaining what that is again? I've heard the term, but could use a bit of a refresher, if you don't mind.
Of course. Astral magic is a type of magic that is innate to all gods and usually is inherited by demigods. It allows them to pass through space and dimensions with ease. It's how the gods are able to come to the mortal realm from the starlight realm and the deep realm. And
Kalina's just gonna glance over at Takok for a bit too long. It's like, wait a minute, can you do that?
Transportation and fire.
has she ever tried to do that? Who knows?
She just found out that she was a demigod like what,
Nope.
2 days ago?
Right.
A day ago?
Yeah.
So would traveling on the astral plane with Takok be the highway to hell?
There's just metal music constantly in the background.
Way to hell!
We're gonna DMCA'd.
It's just
Hey, CDC, please don't TMCA us.
instead of elevator music, it's just aggressive drumming.
Yeah?
Um,
Anyway, sorry. Sorry.
Venus continues and she says, but some mortals can harness it, though it is very rare. And our family comes from a very, very long line of astral witches. And that is precisely why we were sought out by Elowen to serve her in the first place.
Now Elowen lost her witch privileges.
You lost your witches, bitch.
You lost the witches, bitch.
Um,
Don't have no witches.
no bitches.
You are witchless.
You are witchless.
Maidenless.
You are witchless.
Maidenless.
Sorry, your Salem Witch trial is expired. Please upgrade to Salem Witch Premium today.
I'm sorry. I am so psychotic. After I said maidenless, I just slammed my head against the desk.
You okay?
Trial has expired.
Your Salem Witch trial is expired. Please upgrade to Salem Witch Premium now. And you can quote me on that.
T-shirt, please, someone make that a T-shirt.
You can quote me on that, Jade.
It'll be in
You're
the.
welcome.
It's in the highlight reel TM that I'll make one day. Venus continues again.
Sorry, I'm gonna mute myself. I need to laugh.
And she says, without transporting myself, I can send all of you back to where you came from. And Chatu interjects and he says, the group is rather large. It wouldn't cause any difficulties for you, would it? And Venus just smiles and shakes her head and she says, no, darling. I have dealt with much larger groups before.
Impressive.
Okay, I'm back.
And then,
This is a good session.
yes, very funny times. She, then, clasps her hands together and she says, are you all ready to leave now, or would you like to stay a bit longer?
Well, I'm perfectly fine with either, personally. Kalina says. I don't know if I want to stay in the city around Elowen's temple too long, given what happened, if you don't mind.
Does anybody else have any opinions?
I think it's best to go as soon as possible. Erica doesn't know where we're at. She doesn't need to know, but if we stay away for too long, she'll get suspicious, that's for sure.
It's like, are these guys actually doing anything, or are they just fucking around?
They're always fucking around. Who am I kidding?
In more ways than one. But I'm
I understood that, right?
I'm on a roll tonight.
I understood that joke.
I'm so proud of you, Jade.
Yay. Progress.
You're understanding aloe shit.
I don't wanna, but I gotta.
Navigating the world.
So proud of you. Anyway.
Vidya then sort of like steps in and he says, also, would you all be comfortable if I went to Ceruleus as well with you? We don't have to stick together. I would just like to come along.
Yeah, no problems with that.
Kalina nods. Neither do I.
Works for me.
We can just say that you are a visitor or someone who might be planning to stay.
He nods. Then Venus says, do send me a letter every now and again, Vidya. And he nods and says, of course, Grandma.
No. It's like, yes, I will, Grandma. Just like, make sure to call me, sweetie.
Make
yes,
sure to
Grandma.
call me. send me a letter every now and again, please. Then she sort of rubs her hands together and says, "Well, are you all ready?"
I suppose so.
Well,
Yep.
have a good trip, she says as she sort of flicks her hand. And you are then all enveloped in a swirl of black flames, similar to Vidia's.
Oh.
But they are, they seem to, like, go up a lot quicker. They're, like, more power. Just,
Boom.
when the flames fade, you find that you are back outside of the tavern at the base of Mount Hera. That's what the mountain is called. The volcano. Mount Hera. As you're standing there, you just kind of like, some people like look at you, and they're like,
Is it gonna be like just like a couple of drunk people just like, man, I must be drunk?
what the fuck?
There. The fuck did they come from?
They throw away the rest of their drink.
It's like, I am drinking too much tonight.
You hear the doors of the tavern open behind you, and turn to see Cry walking out.
Oh, hi.
She says, "Well, it's about time you all got back. I'm guessing since you're all in one piece that the meeting with Elowen went well?"
Yes. Much better than, expected. There were a few, kinks, if you will.
She kind of, like, as to be expected.
It's like, well, you're alive.
You're alive. She then sees Vidia, who is like standing kind of around in the group, and she's like, "What are you doing back here?" And he says, "Oh, I'm going to be boarding the Flying City, Ceruleus." And she kind of like looks at him suspiciously. And then he
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
he just raises his hand. He says, "I no longer serve Elowen." At that, Cry just kind of like cocks an eyebrow, like, "What? Bitch, what? You can just not."
That's an option.
That's an
What?
option.
What do you
That's
mean?
an option?
What do you mean you don't serve her? I don't understand those words put together.
How are you alive right now, bitch?
How are you alive right
Points
now?
to Kalina.
Kalina and also my grandma.
Kalina, my grandma, 2 girl bosses.
2 purple girl bosses.
2 purple girl bosses.
Yes.
2 purple girl bosses saved my life. Beautiful.
Swag. Cry just kind of shrugs and says, "Alright, whatever. Well, I've got to get back up to the Round Table Hold, so see you all on the flip side." And she says, as she kind of like does a like half-hearted salute at you, and then just starts walking.
Yeah, Cry.
Should we ask about, like, the whole, elemental catalyst thing before she fucking leaves? Cause we might need to... Like-
Yeah,
Tagok should know how to use it.
yeah.
I think Kalina's gonna speak up just like, Cry, before you leave. We would just like to ask, a few questions, if you don't mind, just about, how to properly use the, elemental catalyst, or how Tagok can use it.
She kind of like widens her eyes a little bit. She says, "Oh, fuck, yeah. Can't leave you hanging." As she like comes over and like
Agag's just kind of like, what? It should be fine, right?
she comes over and she gives you a pat on the back, Tagok, with like the other hand on the hip, you know. Slap, slap.
Oh.
And she's like, so, it's pretty easy once you know what to do, but, basically, you've got to, Cry kind of, like, makes some weird faces as she tries to, like, think of how to explain it. She's like, oh, God, I've been doing this for so long, I don't know how to explain it to people. She like rubs her temples and she says, you gotta feel it in your soul. Oh god. I don't know how to explain how you do that, but it just happens.
Helpful.
There's a fire within my soul.
This is basically that episode of Steven Universe where they're trying to explain to him how to summon his weapon, and
How to summon his weapon, and Amos
Quick,
is like,
who has an
I
ice
don't
cream
know.
sandwich?
It's just there when I need it.
yeah. Cry kind of says, well,
The one that's fucked up.
it usually, for most people, comes through emotion, and then, well, being able to regulate that emotion is how a lot of people get their start on, you know, being able to harness the power. And then from there it becomes easier and you can just kind of do it by will.
Tagok isn't the most known person for regulating emotions.
Oh no.
It's either 0 or 100, depending on the... depending. She's gotten better, but you know.
You can regulate the angry. You can become.
Yeah.
You can make it the angry and decide to become angry at any given point.
Yeah.
Rogue style.
Uh,
I'm always angry.
That's my secret. I'm always angry.
Oh boy.
huh. Hmm.
Kalina also just hears it's just like, oh, you gotta regulate your emotions. And she just kind of slowly looks over at Tagok. She doesn't say anything, but just kind of internally thinking. You probably know what she's thinking. You probably know.
Tagok doesn't say anything, but she just points at her. She just points at her like, shut up. I'm
while
getting
holding
better
the,
and you
while
know
holding
it.
the lizard.
While holding her lizard.
It's the meme. It's the meme.
Yeah.
Person A is holding up person B in their arms,
then
and
pointing
person
at the
A is
other
pointing at person C.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Very good.
Cry then says, I mean, usually starting out, people use anger as a good way to project the catalyst, because when you're fighting, you usually kind of feel angry or like excited or something. So that is a good way to project that power out. But
Well, I can do that all right.
and then Cry says, but you gotta be careful, cause if you can't reel back that emotion, well, you could cause serious damage to people around you and possibly even yourself. Less on a physical level and more on a soul level.
Hmm.
Oh.
Makes sense.
Cry then
I don't know.
kind of
This is
Cry kind of
nah. You go, bud.
Cry
Sorry.
kind of like gives you a pat on the shoulder, and she says, "You seem to be a pretty seasoned warrior, so I doubt you'll have too much trouble with it. Just take it slow. Don't try to rush anything, and I think you'll be fine."
All right.
Cry then,
Right then.
Awkward
Sorry,
silence.
go ahead.
Cry then turns to, leave again, and she says, "Alright. Shoot me a call if anything interesting happens that you need me."
Of course. Thank you.
Of course. Bye.
See you later.
And with that, she, disappears into one of the side streets. And she is gone.
And she is gone.
And now it is time that you all go back to Ceruleus.
Yeah.
Woo.
It's another person. Whoa.
Yay! Barrick is
Yet
gonna be
another
fucking
party
pissed.
member.
Barrick is
Like,
gonna
does
Yeah, we know him, but he's not gonna be like traveling with us.
Does that put us at 8?
I mean, like he's not like officially part of the party.
Yeah.
Barrica just sees you and sees Vidya and the lizard and starts crying.
It's like we just
Not
got a
another
pet. It's
one.
like, yeah, we know him. Points to Vidya. But he's not in the party. He's just moving here. He just got out of a very abusive relationship.
That's one way to put it.
I just stopped being Elowen's apostle. I need somewhere to be.
Yeah.
She's like, oh shit. Well, shit, shoddy.
Yeah, just explain the situation to Barrica and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Should be.
So, you all.
If anything, we're
set-
just increasing the population.
So you all set out into the northern wilds again to meet back up at the rendezvous spot for the city.
Hold the lizard close.
Hold lizard.
Hold the lizard close.
Put lizard in like Gabeson tunic.
Yeah.
Right
Wrap
next-
up like burrito.
Yes. Lizard is mine.
And
We need to come up with a name for the lizard.
yeah. You gotta come up with a name for her. She's a little lizard. Little lizard baby.
A little lady.
Little lady. Lizard lady. So,
Maybe if. Oh. I'll think about it for a sec.
Yeah.
yeah.
She's your lizard. She's your lizard now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, you all set off into the wilds with lizard close by the body. And
Sweater.
pretty soon, all of you very very quickly realize that Vidya is not very equipped for
Oh no!
Oh.
traveling in this climate, as
Does he have to stand close to me?
he comes from a desert. He's
Oh,
wearing
no.
desert clothing.
Oh no!
He doesn't even have shoes on, guys.
Honey!
Okay. I'm gonna give him my cold resistance crystal.
Yeah.
Here you go, bud.
He
Like, apparently I'm a demigod, so I think I'll be fine.
he takes it very thankfully and just like nods to you while he's like shivering, like teeth chattering very quietly.
Oh.
Oh.
I think Kalina's also gonna give him her scarf. We're just all giving him stuff.
Here you go, buddy.
I could give him my coat, my cape thingy.
Yeah.
We should go have him hang out with Abelet.
Yeah.
It's the perfect climate for him.
Mm-hmm. Another desert.
Yeah.
Another desert.
I mean, to be fair, though, Abelet is staying in the deep realm with Cain,
You
right?
surprisingly did not see him. Or did
Yeah,
you?
surprisingly. Or did I? Bum, bum, bum.
Or did you? Was he in that snake pile? Who's to say? Who's to say? Maybe you saw him, maybe you didn't. The brothers, they're cuddling.
Oh.
Two homies just crisscross, like flopped over each other. That's
Yeah.
basically them. Vidya still seems cold, but he is seeming to cope a little better now with your help. And you're all
I'm
kind
presuming he's standing by me, though.
of... You've all kind of formed a penguin huddle with him in the middle.
Around. Yeah.
Though his face is still cold because he's taller than all of you and the wind hits him right in the face.
Oh no.
He's like holding his hood really close to his face.
Oh. We're gonna need to take him shopping, aren't we?
Or he's just gonna stay inside all the time.
Yeah, either one works.
After a while, you make it back to the rendezvous spot. And after a little bit, you see the platform being lowered down. And the guard opens it up and he says, "Y'all took quite a while. Everything went okay?"
For the most part, yes.
He sort of like cocks an eyebrow, seeing Vidya, who is very tall compared to the group.
Yeah, it's like, hello. I am here.
And he's like, "Made a new friend?"
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Yeah, he was to move here. So I
Vidya,
decided to work with him.
Vidya very shakily like waves.
Yes, like, hi. I'm cold.
Very cold.
Hi there.
Yes, very much.
Like, both nervous and just fucking cold.
Yeah, chilly as shit. Very tired. The guard then, opens up the thing, the platform, for all of you to squish into. And then, and then he pulls a little string, and then you begin getting raised up into the city. Once you are all the way up there. Oh god, I'm yawning so much.
That's okay, you're all good.
The doors of it are opened again, and you see Berica and her guards, her two guards who are standing there, waiting for you. She is, again, bundled up like she was before, standing there.
Can't put my arms down.
Standing there very angrily, like, just grumpy. Pretty much all you can see is her eyes and nose, like that part of her face, and then like some hair
Yeah.
that's like poof,
Yeah, yeah.
like pressed to the side of her face.
Yeah.
Her afro is forming a helmet around her face. and she says, "Y'all sure took your sweet time, but welcome back.
Thank you.
And who is this?" she says as she gestures to Vidya.
A new citizen. He wants to move here.
She kind of like makes a face. She's like, "What? What?"
It's like, what? He's not with you?
He's not with the party? Surprising.
It's like, yeah, he's our friend, but he's not in the party.
Yeah.
And she's like... And she, like, looks him up and down. And she's like,
Tall.
"You're not from this area, are you?" And he shakes his head and says, "No, ma'am. I used to be an apostle of Elwyn. Recently defected." She kind of like... She makes another face.
It's like, oh.
Making more faces.
Yeah. You can only really see her eyes.
Eyes and nose.
Rebecca Paramass. And please tell me you got the reference.
I hardly heard what you said.
Rebecca Param. Let me explain studios. She doesn't draw mouths.
Oh, I didn't get that. No, sorry.
I don't. I'm afraid not.
I'm
Guys,
dumb.
you need to watch her. I'm gonna put the link to her YouTube channel in the.
I watch her, but I'm currently just. I'm sick and mine is just no.
Everybody's out of it today.
Anyway, continue. Sorry.
We're only 2 hours in and I already want to go to bed. I gotta yawn again. What the fuck? So she just kind of goes, "Well, all right. I guess if you want to be a citizen, we have to do some paperwork for you. So we'll arrange that later. For now, I think all of us want to go inside and warm up."
Yes, quite.
"Well, see you later. Next stop is Rhiannon's temple.
All right.
That should be in about she kind of like thinks about it. She's like, 4 days. It's a bit treacherous traveling this far up north.
Yes.
I suggest you all stay inside for most of the time. The winds can get quite nasty."
Yes. That is the plan. For most of us, I presume.
She just nods and says, "Well, see ya." And she kind of like, waves to you with her mitten hand.
Yeah.
And then just sort of trudges off, walking through the fine dusting of snow that is on the deck.
Yeah.
Now.
And Kalina just said, like, Kalina, she does say something. I'm surprised she didn't take notice to, the other new addition to the party.
The other new addition to the party is currently very tightly snuggled into Tagok's coat,
Yeah!
with only a little
Pulk's-
head poking out.
Yeah, Polk's head. Is I'm lim. Catch a snowflake on tongue.
Oh,
That's cute.
Nim.
be good.
It's a little baby.
Little baby.
Now y'all can go to the inn.
Yes.
Well,
Kalina wants to read that book.
let's go.
The book on, the care for the
The lizards.
bebe. The lizard.
Lizard.
All of you start heading towards the inn. Vidya kind of just following, being like, I don't know where to go. I'm just gonna follow you guys for right now.
Oh, like when
So
you invite,
cold.
like when you're invited to a party, but you don't know anyone else except the person who invited you, so you follow them very awkwardly, and then when you get separated, you have a panic attack and cry on the floor.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Is it hot in here? It's getting too personal. Anyway, continue.
Y'all are saying break soon. I'm saying go to bed soon. Honestly.
I mean, do we want to just have a shorter session tonight?
I'm so tired, yes. I don't know why I'm
I mean-
so tired today.
No, it's okay. It happens.
If we're all on agreement.
Yeah, like, did we get like the slides done?
Yeah, we got the slides.
Okay. Okay.
I haven't even planned anything beyond that for like next session, so
Ah.
there's nothing left I can do that I've written down.
Well, you're not a week left, but yeah, good.
Also, I don't know if you're hearing me swear. None of that is at you. I'm currently playing Xenoblade.
Dang. So,
Look, my brain has to process something,
I-
or else I'm not able to focus on anything.
I know. So y'all head back to the inn, and finally, while y'all head up to your rooms, Vidya checks in with the innkeeper and asks if there are any rooms that are available. And the innkeeper assumes that he is with y'all, so
Aww.
he puts him in a room that is on the same floor as you, like in the same hall.
Hey yo.
Oh.
And so while y'all are sort of like, you know, out in the hallway, sort of like conversing a little bit before you go into your rooms, Vidya comes up. Dang it. And returns all of your clothing articles before going to his room that's like at the very, very end of the hallway.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, I can't think of something that I like. I can't think of like one last thing that I want to do.
yeah,
If that's okay.
yeah.
Can I check to see if Farron is in his room? Cause Kalina wants to apologize for getting drunk. She doesn't remember what she did. But she remembers that happened and she probably did something stupid.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Yeah, I think Kalina is gonna go to where Farron's room is, cause she remember like which room that he was staying in, cause he told her.
Yeah.
And she's just gonna knock on the door. Bless you.
After
Bless you.
a couple of seconds, the door opens, and he like peeks out and then like opens it the rest of the way. And he says, "Oh, hey, Kalina."
Hello. May I come in?
Of course. He says he kind of like, you know, does the arm thing, like come in.
Yes, it's like, yeah. Come on. Come on, friend. But yeah, Kalina steps into his room.
He
So how have you been?
well, I've been pretty good. Doing work with Mr. Peacock mostly, and staying inside out of the cold.
Yes. Yes, that's not at all surprising, especially the cold.
Yes, it can be rather brutal.
Yeah. And Kalina, she then like stands there awkwardly for a minute, just kind of wringing her hands before she speaks up again. I also want to apologize for the other night. I figured I got a little too drunk. I don't remember what I did, but if I did anything silly or stupid, I apologize.
He like chuckles a little bit and he says, "It's probably best that you don't remember, but don't worry, you didn't do anything too drastic." And he kind of gives you like a cheeky smirk.
Kalina just looks at him just like, define drastic.
I guess you could say you're pretty flirtatious drunk.
Kalina's face goes bright red. Oh. Oh dear. And just head in hands, trying to cover face.
He smiles and he says, "After bringing you back to your room, I thought Tagok was gonna kick my ass because you'd left a big old kiss mark on me. A good night kiss."
Kalina just... She just looks at him. Her face is just bright red. And she just puts her head in her hands again and she just sits down on the bed and just like kind of screams into her hands. Just like, I am so sorry. I did not mean to do that.
He walks over and gives you a reassuring pat on your shoulder and he says, "Don't worry, it's not the worst or weirdest thing anyone's ever done while drunk around me."
Yes, but still, I was too forward and and she just like she can't make her words now. She can't do words right now. She can't. Cause she's just like, shit, I was drunk and I kissed cute guy on the cheek. Ah.
He kind of like leans down and he has like this face like, "Oh honey, oh honey, honey, oh honey," and he says, "That was definitely not the most forward anyone has ever been with me, so don't worry."
Are you sure?
And he just nods reassuringly. Just, yeah.
Okay. I still want to apologize for that. I understand it might not have been the most forward thing, but still, oh dear, this is...
He kind of like smiles like, hun. He's like, "Well, I appreciate your apology. And I accept it as well."
Kalina now actually kind of like peeks at him. Like, you know, like when you open like your finger slightly.
Yeah.
Like just like to peek someone through your hands. Yeah, she does like that. Cause she's had her head in her hands this whole time.
He's like standing and you're like sitting on the bed, so he's like looking down at you a little bit. And he's like smiling, like, Can
he like this is out of character. Or like, would he be able to tell that Kalina likes her? I know it wouldn't be that like Kalina likes him. It wouldn't be that hard, but
You're such a fucking lesbian.
I'm sorry!
I cry.
Leave me be!
She's a woman.
But yeah, can he tell that she likes him? Like, this is out of character, by the way.
That would be more of a. Can Kalina tell if he likes?
No, she can't. She fucking can't. She is that.
If
She is
he
too
knows-
dense.
If he knows that she likes him.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely knows.
And Kalina tell that.
Definitely not. She's
No.
too dense.
No.
She's too dense.
Does she know that he know? No.
There you
The
go.
answer is no. But he
Yeah, and like Kalina just looks up at him, just like, well, I do remember enjoying spending that time with you. You are indeed very charming. She's attempting to flirt while sober. How is this gonna turn out?
he does like the dramatic hand over chest, and he's like, "Why, thank you."
Kalina internally just like, yes, I did a flirt.
Hmm.
I did a
I
flirt.
did. I
Success.
did the thing.
Success.
Success. But yeah, Kalina does say, yeah, like she says next, well, if you don't mind, would it be okay if we did something like that again? Maybe, with a bit less alcohol?
Sure. I'd be down.
In brain, success! Ask on date, question mark?
Yes.
But yeah, Kalina, she, does actually, like, look at him properly and smile. No longer hands. Still bright red, though. Still very much blushy. And, says, alright. Well, I guess I'll be taking my leave. It was good seeing you again.
You as well.
You have a good rest of your evening, Pharaon.
You too, Kalina.
And with that, Kalina, makes exit. Exit stage right.
Exit stage right.
Exit stage right.
Eh.
Yeah.
Kalina has date.
And with that
Date question mark?
date, and with that, you head back to your room and take your time to read up on that book that Venus had
Yeah.
given in tandem with the little lizard, telling
Yeah.
Tagok all the information that she would need to know,
Yes.
and Tagok listens with great intent while holding the little lizard in her lap.
Ah, baby.
And with that, I am going to be ending the session tonight. Next session, you may possibly be on your way to Rhiannon's temple. Probably won't get there, but
You're halfway there.
living on a prayer. Anyways,
Interesting.
good night, everybody.
Good
Good night, everyone.
See you all next
Night.
week.
See y'all later.
Same time.